Okay, this is a beginner's tutorial video on how to use Dexscreener to help you find the next meme coin gem, the next 100x, 1000x. In my experience so far, I've caught a few 1000x. I think I talked about this in my previous videos. My strategy in the beginning is more like this, but when I become more advanced, I start to build my own sniper bots to automate that process, but that's a different story. I will walk you through Dexscreener. I assume you're a complete beginner, or maybe this stuff you've not really seen before. And I show you how you can use to find the next meme gems. Okay, first and foremost, what is a Dexscreener? Okay, Dexscreener is just like an interface that shows all the new tokens or information about new tokens across different chains, all the trades occurring for every tokens, and so on and so forth. So they have different columns here. You can see the new pair column, gainers and losers, and all these things. If we click on Solana, it will filter specifically for these different tokens that are trending in the last 6 hours. Okay, there's other filters here. I'll come back here to filters. I'll share some of the filters I find very useful. Let's click on this one. Okay, before we click, actually, this is the name of the ticker of the token. The ticker of the token is not necessarily the same with the name of the token. So when you buy the token, you're buying 99 cents, and this is the full name of the token. This is the price of the token in dollars, number of transactions so far, the volume traded, the number of unique wallets that have bought the token, percentage change of price in 5 minutes, 1 hour, 6 hours, liquidity. Liquidity is, I don't know the best way to explain, but the more the liquidity, the better. It means there's more trading going on between the token address and Solana here. So it means there's a lot of available Solana. What this means for you basically is, let's say hypothetically, you know, your token is now worth $100,000. Well, that means there's enough liquidity in the pool for you to swap out and get your money back. So if there's no liquidity, not only does the token pump up and down easily, but also it means you reduce the chance of you get your money back, and then you also run into problems with slippage. You know, maybe you swap expecting to get 100,000, you end up with 50,000 because the liquidity is very low. So good liquidity is a very important thing. Here we have the fully diluted valuation, which is just the token supply times the price, or circulating supply again. You know, people like to take profits at like round numbers, like 100,000 or 1 million or something. Let's click on the token. Let's see more information. Okay, here we can see the chart. You can adjust, you know, do you want to see candles for every minute? Obviously when it's red it's going down, or the candle close negative. When it's green it means candle close positive, and so on and so forth. So if I want to see maybe what it look like every second, you can see every second how the price is changing. I think this stuff is pretty obvious. Under here we can see buys and sells. So we can see people buying in dollars. They're not buying in dollars, they're buying in Solana, but obviously Dexscreener is make useful for us to convert to dollars. So we're seeing the current trades. We can filter by the trades that have occurred. So maybe you want to filter, you want to only see the buys. Maybe you want to filter for trades with a specific amount. Maybe you want to filter by specific maker. So maker just mean who made the trade. Maybe I like to use this when I want to see, you know, I put my own wallet inside if I buy the token, and it shows you information about that particular person. So for example, this guy here, if I click, okay, let me not do that yet. Let me show you something else. So here we can click on top traders. Okay. So top traders is just saying who are the people who have the best P&L for this particular token. It goes all the way down, gives you a lot of information. We can see what is the address of the person, how much have they sold for, what is their P&L, what is unrealized, what is the balance. Okay. We can see the same thing similar. If you just hover over, you can see the person bought, what they sold, their P&L, what's unrealized. Obviously, you want to make sure that a lot of the top holders have sold as much as possible. Because if a lot of the top holders still have a large amount unrealized, that's very dangerous. It means eventually the top holders are going to sell. So you need to be careful when you just check the top traders. In this case, we can see that a lot of them have sold already. A lot of them are out. This guy has 25,000 left. Other than that, this is looking pretty clear. It looks like it's ready to move up to the next level. Okay. So here we can see, for example, this guy bought 5 times for $6,000. If you click on this filter here, it will show you the actual buying. So we can see when he bought, and a ton of selling up here, a buy, a sell, and a sell. We can see the actual transaction history of that particular wallet. And if you want to look at it on SoulScan, if you've seen the video on using SoulScan, you can just click here. It will open up. We can go to SoulScan and we can investigate that particular transaction. This particular user swapped. He gave a radium 4 and he got back the token. So this is the same as what you see here, where he did the 4.95 and in return he got 5.4 million of the token. So it was a swap transaction. Okay, so now maybe you're wondering at this point, okay, why is this guy spending but this guy's not spending? It looked like free money. Well, let's think about it for a second. Why would somebody sell without buying? Okay, the only reason that would happen is because somebody else is send them the tokens. And so that's usually developer. Developer has sent to other wallets. Let's open there. And those other wallets have sold the token. So you can see this guy. He sold the token for a lot of money. And if we go back, you can see he never bought the token. So where did the token come from? Let's click here. Let's investigate. Give me a second. Okay, where did the token come from? Okay, because I only see one cell. Okay. Okay, so what happened in this case is this person signed, he bought 55 SOL of his own token, and then he transferred it to this wallet. He transferred it to this guy, and this guy eventually dumped for $56,000. Okay, so this wallet never bought it. The original wallet to buy was this guy, but the instruction contained an instruction to send to the other wallet. Okay, so again, all this manipulation going on, but I'm just showing you. In case you come here, you start to wonder why nobody is buying. Well, it's because somebody else, usually developer, bought supply and transferred to these tokens, and so they start to sell. It looked like developer make a lot of money in this one. Okay, moving on. So we move to the right. Obviously, we see the same thing, 2 hours ago, the price in USD, SOL, liquidity, all these things we've seen before, we see again. Here we can see addresses to look at the base token info, the pool info. So here you can see the base token info. There's 1 billion supply of Arizona iced tea. We can look at the holders in the token, the percentage distribution of supply, the metadata, the owner, the creator of the token, which is the update authority. We can look at the pool ID. The pool ID is just pool address, just giving us information or data about the pool, transfers happening between Solana and the token, and so on and so forth. Okay, I think you get the gist. And here we can see, how many people emoji, whether they say it's a red flag or shit, whatever. And then we can see the Telegram and so on. If you want to trade, you can trade, and Dexscreener provides other things like a watch list and so on. Okay, so I think you get the gist now of just the basic interface. Let's go and see how we can start to filter this stuff for gems. Okay, so if you go to the new pairs, we have different criteria. Obviously you filter by Solana. If you just stay on the trending, the thing is all these ones already pumped, right? They're already gone up, a lot. So what we want to do is filter for the newer ones, or the ones that can fit criteria we're looking for, and then take it from there. Okay, so let's think about it for a second. First of all, we want low liquidity, a good liquidity amount. We want to ensure there's a minimum amount of transactions and so on and so forth. So if it's occurred in 24 hours, then if it's new, then we want to 24-hour Texans would apply across board, right? Okay. So let's think about this. First of all, I'm probably shooting for liquidity, and I want to play a bit safe. Let's go minimum of 10,000. Fully DV, fully diluted value. Maybe we put 20,000. Here, minimum age. I think if tokens survive up to 1 hour, then it's not a rug pull, or it's already survived. So I put 1 here, because a lot of rug pull complete within like few minutes. So if tokens survive up to 1 hour, that's a good thing. These ones, maybe I'll leave these ones for now. We come back later. Let's filter. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to put a max. Obviously, we don't want to go too far astray. Let's do 200,000 FTV. Okay, we have some interesting choices here. We have Silly Nobella. Okay, some of them are this in the past hour. This one dumped heavy. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, Novella. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That looked like a serious dump to me. It's a pump and dump. If I look at top traders, I can see, okay, they've all emptied out. 20K here, 15K here, 7K here. So everyone's out. The problem is momentum is gone. The volume is gone. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Okay. Troll 5 hours ago. I look at top traders again. Everybody's sold. Everybody's gone. It looked like another pump and dump to me. Although in the last 5 minutes, 30% up, but 90% down from peak is a bit peak. If they understand what I mean. Oh my God, so many pump and dumps today. Okay. Once again, everybody's gone. Everybody's sold. There's no momentum left. The volume is dead. Okay, let me see. Is there a way to... let's say in the past 1 hour, the percentage change is a minimum of 10%. Okay, we get rid of negative values now. Now we only look at tokens that seem to be recovery, as opposed to tokens that, you know, pump and already dump. Okay, we got PS5. Okay, so this one seems to be in recovery. We up in the top traders. Okay, almost everybody's out. Okay, looking good. Looking good. So it's kind of left to fly now, you know. And it hasn't pumped too much. Initially it pumped little and pulled back 65%. Not too bad. And it seems some buying going on here. And most of the early people seem to be out. We can see here. We can investigate further. If we go to the pool address, we want to check the LP transaction initial. It was created with 79 sold. Wow, okay. That's a lot of money. And 206 million supply. What was the original supply? Oh, 1 billion. So that means developer only put around 20% of supply into create liquidity pool, which means developer or somebody else is holding 80%. However, most of that has been sold. From what I can see here, all the dev wallets have been sold. Seemed like the developer is out. It seemed like developer is out. I can see here even with the holders, distribution is looking better. So it seems in this case, it seems to me the developer is out, and this is a potential buy. It's a swing low. We can buy here and maybe it goes back up. Okay, this is just me thinking. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back and I check. Let's check out what's going on with the developer and see if he's up to good, no good. I don't know. Oh no, what's going on? Okay, so this is C7. Okay, so this is interesting because developers moved on. Developers Developer has gone and created other tokens. Wow, he created many tokens. It seemed like he's done with this token. He's probably exited the Telegram because he's already creating new tokens. So developer, wow, developer is just creating. So I think this is a red flag for me because developer not showing commitment. He just pump and dump and pump and dump and pump and dump. Okay, so we get rid of this one. Okay, this one is called Flash. No information provided. Okay, that's not good, but not too bad. Let's go top traders. Okay. Most people seem to be out. This look a bit suspicious, you know, because it's high market cap, but how come only 226 unique wallets? Seems very low. I don't know. It looks a bit suspicious to me. Let's do more investigation. If you want, I have another video on navigating SoulScan. So if you're wondering why I move so quick, well, you know, 49.5 million put in liquidity pool. What's the original supply, my friend? Again, you know, developer keep like 60% supply for himself. Very greedy. Okay, so this is why you have to do these checks, because these people are crazy. Okay, let's check out developer who created what he's up to. He's buying and selling and doing all kinds of funny stuff. What is he doing? What are you doing? Oh, he's transferring. Okay. Yeah, he's transferring out the supply. Or somebody's transferring back to him. I don't know. This is just manipulation going on here. So I'm not going to touch this one. Okay? I'm not going to touch this one. You can see this whole process is very tedious. This is why I started to work on the sniper bots and kind of code to automate this whole thing, because doing it manually is it's a lot. Okay, yes, everyone's out. Can this come back? I don't know. A lot of times, to know whether to go into these things, you know, see now the community is claiming ownership, the developer is sold. That's a good thing. You know, some of these ones like this, you never know. You know, because Bolden is one of the most popular meme coins. I think it's like 200 million market cap. Sometimes you have to look at like the meta or the theme. So this is Miss Bolden and it's taken over by community. Maybe for me, I can just punt here because I know this is kind of falling into the political theme that's been pumping a lot, and then the developer's gone. He sold his tokens. So sometimes, you know, it's some of the best trades is just from qualitative analysis. You know, it's not necessarily looking at the numbers and all of that. Just kind of look at like, what are the most popular tokens that are pumped in history? What's the theme? You know, it's like political theme this year, American politics, and Bolden pumped so much, made millionaires. So, you know, Miss Bolden is like a good shout, you know. Anyway, this is a very beginner's introduction to using Dexscreener. I know I introduced a little bit of SoulScan, but you get the gist with the Dexscreener. At least I hope this helps you to begin to just navigate. It can be very tedious to find the gems. Like I said, that's what I begin to build bots to do the filtering. And I will share more of the strategies in the future, but at least it's good to just understand the basics of navigating Dexscreener. Alrighty.